we're thankful for the verdict, for Judge Glass and her diligence from everything that we heard today. It's clear that she thought this out clearly, and we're thrilled. It's kind of a bittersweet moment, knowing that that SOB is going to be in jail for a very long time where he belongs. It was satisfying seeing him in shackles like he belongs, and still had that arrogant look on his face when he came in and that arrogant look on his face when he walked out. He'll never change, and he's going to stay in jail for a very long time, and we're thrilled to see it happen. It has nothing to do with anything that took place when Ron was murdered. This is about what he did in Vegas. He committed a crime. He did it with guns, and he's going to be where he belongs with others of his kind, and he can complain there.
Fred, this is pretty much the closest you've been to him in a lot of years. I mean, you guys are sitting 3 rows behind him. I mean, what was going through your mind?
The back of his head looks the same as it did every day that we watched him in the criminal case, and we feel very proud of our efforts. We feel very strongly that because of our pursuit of him for all of these years, that it did drive him to the brink of this. He was acting in an arrogant fashion the same way that he did the night that he killed Ron and Nicole. He said it in court. He wanted what was his. He went back to get it the same night that he killed Ron and Nicole. I feel very proud of my father and I and our family for sticking with our commitment to Ron, to honor his memory and to keep pursuing him. The If I Did It book, I think, pushed him right over the edge. I'm very proud of our efforts for taking that book back and for turning his words around on him, and today was a good day for our family.
And I was interesting. I hadn't heard it before, that apparently at some point he made a comment, that he himself made a comment on some tape that he wanted to make sure that we didn't get things from him. And as Kim said a second ago, if our efforts for all these years of pushing him drove him to commit armed robbery in Vegas, if that pushed him over the edge, great, put him where he belongs.
A lot of people are talking about this as payback. That was always an issue from this trial from the very beginning. Do you see this as payback?
I see this as the system working. The judge asked us to respect the verdict in the criminal case. We've had to do that. We disagree with it, but we had to respect it the same way that we have to respect the verdict here in Las Vegas. The jury sat and listened. The evidence was overwhelming. They deliberated, and this was their decision. And the judge said it. It was clear and concise. He committed that crime. He knew what he was doing, and he committed that crime, and it's time he paid for it.
He could have received a life sentence. He didn't. Can you comment on that?
What's that?
That he did not receive the life sentence?
You know what, he got what the judge obviously thought was fair, and I'm going to trust that what she did was right, and I think she did.
Did you get any closure from this?
There's never closure. Ron is always gone, and what we have is satisfaction that this monster is where he belongs, behind bars.
I noticed you guys were holding hands for most of this, sitting a few chairs down from you, and you were taking a few deep breaths. What point did all the emotions start to run back through your mind again?
When they started doing the sentencing, when they started talking about the minimum time that he's going to spend in jail, is the time that he is not out causing havoc and reminding us of the pain that he caused us 14 years ago, is an amazing feeling. And to watch him sit there in shackles, to watch him walk back through that door, twice in our lifetime he's walked out the same door as our family, and it was nice to see him walk back into his door, into his jail cell.
Yeah.
Is there something you'd like to say to him right now?
No.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.